On tonight's edition of Newswatch 18, GSB gives out $25,000 to student organizations. Find out how that money will be used.
Experienced ISU accounting students will lend a hand to students in need of tax help.
The men's basketball players may have lost their game yesterday, but the Lady Clones may continue their 3-game streak. We'll have an update for you on their game against Oklahoma tonight.
And it's Valentine's Day. We have your Valentine's Day forecast, so stay tuned. This is Newswatch 18.
This is Newswatch 18.
Milwaukee.
Newswatch 18 starts now.
Welcome to the Newswatch 18. I'm Brittany Gant.
And I'm Rachel Lake. Christy, will we have nice weather following Valentine's Day?
Well, we'll get to that in the forecast coming up, but I think we need to take at that date night forecast. Let's take a look at that graphic. We see there's 3 things going on for tonight's date night. We have cloudy, there's a slight chance of snow, but most of that has already moved past, so you shouldn't actually have to worry about that. But it will be windy, which is going to make those temperatures in the teens actually feel like they're in the single digits. So it's going to be pretty chilly out there tonight. However, it's still Valentine's Day, so I guess you still have to celebrate. So with that, we'll have an update on the forecast coming up in a little bit.
You might recall from Tuesday's show that February is Career Fair Month. We sent reporters out yesterday to find out how students' Iowa State experience had helped them prepare.
From going to Iowa State, I think maybe helps me more than anything. Just learn how to interact and just grow up as a young professional.
The teachers are fantastic. If you talk to them and get to know them, they can help you out in situations, give you directions to go. Especially the networking clubs, for example, the MIS clubs. Great place to go talk to people. I've already had a lot of really great encounters, a lot of recommendations, pointers, things to watch out for, places to try to go. So it's been a great experience coming here.
I've transferred in just this semester, and already I feel like I've experienced a lot more, and there's so much more that the school's offered and taught me just to get out there in the workforce.
Be sure to tune in next week for our report on the inaugural People-to-People Internship and Career Fair.
GSB has approved a $25,000 bill to remodel student organization databases. Wednesday night, the government of the student body discussed rewriting and improving the student organization's database bill. The current databases contain the name of the organization and a small description. Memorial Union Program Coordinator George McAlone and the IT Services Web Development Manager Jeff Sorensen are developing the new system that will change the current system from an administrative tool to a useful tool that members can use. When the bill comes to fruition, students will be able to edit their own information and organize their group or club's website. The system will keep track of group attendance and group size easier, as well as card swiping features allowing students to record their contact information electronically. Sorensen said the new system would ideally be up and running this fall.
The Senate also approved the Funding VISA 2013 bill. This bill will provide funds to cover the rental of C.Y. Stevens Auditorium for the VISA comedian and also cover the cost for Mediacom to film the VISA parade. ISU TV will have the rights to the footage that Mediacom will air twice the following days.
Do you need help with your taxes? Trained ISU accounting students are available to help. The tax service is open from February 19th through April 11th by appointment, with limited walk-in appointments also available. The help will not be available during spring break. The service is provided through the IRS Volunteer Income Tax Assistant Program. It will be located in the Jardine Business Building. For more information about items to bring, visit the College of Business webpage.
The Body Image and Eating Disorders Awareness Week at ISU will begin Monday, February 25th. The Iowa State University's Student Counseling Service has sponsored this event for over 15 years. The week is devoted to raising awareness about eating disorders, in addition to reminding students of the counseling services available on campus. Among many on-campus activities, the event will have a screening of the 2011 Sundance Film Festival documentary, Misrepresentation. A full schedule of the week's events is now available on the Student Counseling Services website.
ISU's World Languages and Cultures Department has added World Film Studies as a new minor. The minor was designed because of a high interest among students. It can accompany a wide range of majors from journalism to education. The World Film Studies minor is a cross-cultural program that includes courses in history, theory, and aesthetics of cinemas. World Languages and Cultures is a part of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences.
The wait is almost over for 3 stores that are set to open next month at North Grand Mall. Kohl's, TJ Maxx, and Shoe Carnival plan to kick off their opening celebrations with a fireworks show. The opening celebration is set for March 7th at 6:30 p.m. The fireworks show will display above North Grand Mall. Kohl's is expected to open on March 3rd, followed by TJ Maxx on March 6th and Shoe Carnival on the 16th.
Each year, graduate students in the Greenlee School of Journalism and Communication host a celebration to ring in the Chinese New Year with style. This year's celebration will take place on Friday, February 15th in Hamilton Hall. The celebration will include singing, dancing, calligraphy, opera face painting, Chinese dessert making, and a Chinese buffet after the festivities. The students will explain the Chinese customs of the Lunar New Year and the meaning behind the Chinese zodiac. 2013 is the year of the snake. You can join the students in celebrating the Chinese New Year in Hamilton Hall on Friday the 15th from 3 to 5 p.m. Kody, so what happened in sports this week?
The basketball teams are starting to hit the home stretch, and we have some controversy in wrestling. I'll have more. This is Newswatch 18. This is Kody Pedersen with your Cycling Sports Update. The road has been full of potholes for the men's basketball team this season. But despite heartbreaking road losses to Big 12 leaders Kansas and Oklahoma State, Iowa State was still in contention for a conference title. But with last night's double overtime loss to a struggling Texas squad, they may be losing control. The Cyclones once again fell victim to late-game heroics when Ioannis Papapetru drilled a deep 3 to tie the score at 71 with 1.7 seconds remaining. George Niang's half-court heave sailed just long, and the two teams headed to overtime. It would take 2 extra periods to settle the contest, and the Cyclones' fate was sealed when Tyrus McGee's leaning three-pointer missed just long. McGee led all scorers with 21 points, and Melvin Edgem scored 20 while corralling 16 rebounds. The loss dropped ISU to 6-5 in the Big 12 and 16-8 overall. The schedule does lighten up Saturday when the last-place TCU Horned Frogs visit Hilton Coliseum. Tip is set for 12:45 and can be seen on WOI Channel 5. The Iowa State women seem to be peaking at the right time, winning their last 3 games, including an 87-71 beatdown of Kansas State last Saturday. The 24th-ranked Cyclones are riding career seasons from sophomore Nikki Moody and junior Hallie Christofferson. Moody leads the league in assists, dropping nearly 8 dimes a game, and Christofferson is in the top 10 in both points and rebounding. As we speak, the ladies are in a showdown for second place with the Oklahoma Sooners. The Cyclones are looking for their first win in Norman since 2005. At last look, the Cyclones were all tied up at half. After we're done here, you can head over to Fox Sports Net to catch the end of the game. In a move sure to enrage a large group of cauliflower-eared Iowans, the International Olympic Committee has decided to drop wrestling from the 2020 Summer Games. Wrestling has been in every modern Olympics since 1896, but in an attempt to attract younger viewers, the ancient sport is being replaced with more modern contests such as BMX cycling and beach volleyball. All hope is not lost, however, as wrestling has been added to a list of 8 sports vying for the final spot in the 2020 program. It will have to beat out roller sports, squash, and wushu, among others. Luckily for Kevin Jackson and the Iowa State wrestling team, college wrestling is safe for now. The Cyclones broke into the coaches' poll for the first time this season, coming in at number 22. The team has won 6 of their last 7 duels, and will look to climb even higher with 2 duels this weekend. The Cyclones travel to Michigan Friday night to take on Big Ten foe Michigan State. The trip wraps up Sunday in Ypsilanti, Michigan, where Iowa State faces Eastern Michigan. 7th-ranked 197-pounder Kyvan Gadsden hopes to keep his perfect duel record intact. The Waterloo native is 10-0 in duel meets and hasn't lost a match since December 30th. That's all I've got for sports tonight. Kristy, what can we expect to see as we leave the studio here tonight?
Well, we certainly saw a fantastic week of weather, but we have some changes in store, and some of those are happening tonight. We'll have that after the break. This is Newswatch. Welcome back to Newswatch 18. I'm Kristy Carter with your cyclone weather tonight. We had a high of 39 degrees today. That was still pretty nice. We have those changes in store that we mentioned just before the break. So let's take a look here. We've had no precipitation that's quite logged in today, but 1.31 inches today. We are just above normal, just as our temperatures were just above normal for both the low and the high the high and the low that happened last night. Excuse me. So tonight, though, we are going to see those changes coming. Right now, it's already 29 degrees. It's about what it was last night at this time. However, those temperatures are still going to drop as the night goes on. We're going to see a low roughly in the teens, but we'll have that here in just 1 second. 16 degrees for the, 16 miles an hour for the current wind. These are what is causing the wind chill to make it feel like temperatures in the single digits. 17 right now is the current wind chills, but those will drop to about 5 as the evening goes on tonight. Tonight's low, 16 degrees, but again, the wind chill will be around 5, so it's going to be pretty chilly out there tonight, but it shouldn't really impact your Valentine's Day too much. Just wear a jacket as you go outside. Tomorrow's high, 20 degrees here in Ames, and around most of the Midwest are seeing roughly the same thing. Temperatures in the 20s to 30s as you move a little bit farther south into, say, Kansas City. Around the country, there are quite a few things going on tonight. We have some storms over in the west as well up in Michigan, and even some thunderstorms down in Florida. So things are staying pretty active as the evening goes on tonight. In Iowa, though, we had these few storms that came through earlier. Those were very slight snow flurries at that. And as you can see, these clouds are starting to move out as the evening has gone on. So we actually had a cold front that actually went through earlier today. These are what's dropping those temperatures in overnight and into tomorrow. And as we can see, these clouds are going to continue to move on as we move into Saturday. They're going to break for a little bit on Saturday morning, but then they're going to come back as we move into Saturday evening. We should clear up for the weekend, the rest of the weekend though, so that's going to be really nice. We'll take a look at that here in just 1 second. 17 degrees tonight, we have that chance for snow. We're going to leave that in there. We're probably not going to see too much more precipitation on top of what we've already seen tonight, but it will be very windy tonight as we've been echoing for most of the evening. Let's take a look at this day planner for tomorrow. 18 degrees by 8 a.m. going to class, 23 by noon, and 25 at 4 p.m. But the big news here is these temperatures are going to continue to drop as that we go into the evening tomorrow night. Let's take a look at the 7-day forecast that we have here. There it comes. All right, looking ahead though, things are looking pretty nice into Sunday. 40 degrees up on Sunday. Nice change from what we're going to see the next couple days, but then it's going to get a little bit colder, and as we get into the end of next week, things are going to get a little bit more interesting, but we'll definitely have an update on that on Tuesday and next Thursday at the Newswatch, as well as Size Eyes on the Sky on Monday and Wednesday.
What to do with your friends this weekend? If you want to have a good time and help support a great cause, grab your friends and head down to the Ames ISU Ice Arena this Saturday night. The Alpha Lambda Delta and Phi Eta Sigma Honor Society will host their annual charity skate at the Ames ISU Ice Arena on Saturday, February 16th. Admission and skate rental is free if you bring 2 canned goods to donate to Food at First, but students who own ice skates can bring them. The Ames ISU Ice Arena is located south of the Wallace and Wilson Towers. The charity skate will take place from 7 to 10 p.m. on Saturday night.
Ever think Ames just isn't romantic? Well, one corporation will disagree with you. The popular movie rental company Redbox ranked Ames as the 4th most romantic city in the country. Redbox's ranking system was based on the number of romantic-related films rented in 2012. Coming in ahead of Ames were La Crosse, Wisconsin, Greenville, North Carolina, and Marquette, Michigan at number 1. Cedar Rapids also made the list, coming in at number 10. Redbox also ranked the 10 least romantic cities, with 7 of the 10 located in Texas, with Laredo, Texas coming in at number 1.
That's all we have for you tonight on Newswatch 18.
Tune in on Tuesday night at 8 for more cyclone news, weather, and sports.
So, Rachel, what kind of plans did you have for Valentine's Day today?
Well, I might go see the movie at Carver with some friends tonight, and I think I'm going to go to the charity skate on Saturday, but other than that, I didn't really have any plans. How about you, Brittany?
I spent it like a typical Thursday. Nothing special, you know, just homework, and that's about it.
Okay.
What about you, Kody?
I'm a bit of a party pooper, but I do have a heart-shaped pizza that I'm pretty jacked about eating. So I guess I got that going.
All right, and we've been taking a look at those plays that have been around most of the state, but I think most of those are going to stay probably south of us. We aren't really going to see too much, and I know in terms of my plans, I'm probably actually going to be the party pooper and head to bed soon because I internet WHO TV tomorrow morning, and I get to be there at 3:30 a.m.
Oh, my goodness.
Are you going to actually sleep, or are you just going to go straight there?
Well, you know, maybe we'll sleep for a couple hours, you know, check the weather and go again.
Cool.
Happy Valentine's Day, Ames. I'm like, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh my God, that was awful. So bad.